struggle of the girls at these ages, no matter where we are from, they struggle. The problems, you go back, it's the same, and what they go through is the same.
And if I
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's great to know you now and speak to you.
Thank you as well. And so, okay, I want to talk a bit about, because obviously the draw of this show is the ability to, bring Arab women to the world in a way that people haven't seen them, diving specifically into, their lives and their struggles and, a three-dimensional view. But I want to talk a bit about what exactly that means. Like, what are the things about young Arab women that you feel you wanted to explore with this show, and how did you go about exploring them within the show?
Thank you for the question. So AlRawabi School for Girls is a fictional world that we created. It started on a blank page that we decided to how the school should look like. It's nice with art and filmmaking that we can decide our own rules for the show. So we wanted it to look this perfect picture of a school with the colors and the design and the costumes, a picture perfect that it keeps you thinking why it's too perfect and what lies beneath this perfect picture. It was important for me to tell this story of these young girls because I felt in a way that we haven't seen in depth this age group, females age group, and this age group, their stories, their secrets, their insecurities, their relationships, their loves, and to take a small glimpse on the lives of these young girls that has been always a mystery for everyone. Like, the lives of the girls is a mystery, so I wanted to give a small glimpse. And we talked about social issues like bullying, cyberbullying, the gap between the families and the daughters, and the gap in conversation,
the struggles of the characters, their mental health. It's a really nice show because for me as an actor, because it's written, women characters in the show are written by women, and the crew was mostly women. So it's like we are bringing our voice to the world, kind of.
It's also it's nice because usually women characters are portrayed in a way, sometimes in the perspective of how a man sees these women. But the difference in this show that it's for once it's written by women, from the eyes of women, telling stories of young women, even in each department, in terms of cinematography, in terms of production design, in terms of character, costumes. So each one of these women added her own touch to the story, which to tell the story of these young women.
And what was the process like? I mean, were you thinking like, okay, were you inspired by any international shows or things you've seen before and thinking, okay, I think we can explore that in a different way here? Or was this really like, did you talk to young women and try to get a sense of what those issues are? Were you drawing from your own lives? Like, where was that?
Yeah, so basically, in writing this show, I have maybe sat with I don't know how many girls from very different environments, very different cultures. And in this research, I noticed one thing: no matter where you are from, what's your background, the struggles are the same for the girls. And that's my hope for this show, to go from a local or Arab audience to an international audience, because really the struggle of the girls at these ages, no matter where we are from, they struggle. The problems, you go back, it's the same, and what they go through is the same after all. So that's my hope, that this show goes international, hopefully, and someone from Saudi Arabia or Jordan relates to one character, and another one from maybe Brazil or the US relates to a character, and that will that is something that I'm hoping for it to happen.
Absolutely.
It's like, I'm just gonna add, like, it's about, no matter where you're from, we are all humans and we go through the same, more or less, struggles. The picture from the outside might be different, the circumstances we live in might be different, but in the end, we're all the same.
And you two have, worked together a lot over the years. I know you've been friends for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And you've done different sorts of projects. Can you talk a bit about how your guys' creative relationship has grown, and how each of you have grown as creators, and like what you see in the other one, and what I think impresses you most about each other?
You know what? I'm gonna say something. It's like I've known Tima for a long time. We almost started the same, and we've worked together on many projects. This project was very different. I know that this was a dream for her, and she was working so hard on it. So I'm really very proud of you that she finally did it. And like, she's a very hard worker, and she works so hard on her scripts, whether from before or now, and she wants to do something different, and she's so talented. So I love it.
Enough. I'm
I don't want to be like, because she's my friend. Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell you something. For me, Rakeen, since the time I met her, like it was maybe 10, 12 years ago, I'm her biggest fan. She's a great actress, honestly. And I say this not before we became friends. Like, she's a great actress, and I think she is an inspiration to all young actresses. What is special about Rakeen, because I've worked with her as a co-actress and as a director before, and I think she takes the job very seriously. The way she researches the character, like, she's very unique in the kind of questions she comes to me with the characters. And Rakeen is one of the actresses that she always adds something special to the character. Like, with every series I worked with her, every time something was not written in the script, she added it. And in Rawabi, the same. She put her stamp on each character she plays. And that's why I keep working with her, because I'm her biggest fan.
Yeah, and you know what? She's very, what I love about Tima, she's so into details. And like, we speak about the character, the background, and we sit and we do a lot of rehearsals, and then I come up with my ideas, and then she comes up with like a really good idea, whether it's about the character or the look or whatever. So it's been a nice friendship and work relationship. So yeah.
No, that's great. And I think I can't wait for the world to see what you guys have created together. And congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
And if I